So a good advice to give for my 20-year-old self would be go to the fucking gym. That's actually a meme these days. There's a guy that's the only thing that he says over and over again, but he's right. Go to the fucking gym. I mean, of course, you can do any other kind of physical activity or sports, but you have to commit to it and it will change your life in every aspect. I started doing this recently and oh boy, I should have started earlier. So interestingly, the best part of the job is the same as the worst part of the job, which is touring. So touring is wonderful. You get to express yourself musically and perform for a crowd, and you get to know people and travel and know all the corners of the world, which is absolutely wonderful, but also it's very exhausting. It gets pretty lonely sometimes, and also like you miss in all important dates with your family and friends, like a good friend's birthday or to be with the family for Christmas or whatever. You are always not there, so it's kind of a bummer as well. But the net sum is very positive, so it's a good life. One fascinating aspect of Brazilians is that they're always a little bit late. And of course, we all know that here in Brazil, and we take this into account. So it's pretty strange because, for example, if you want to meet someone at the restaurant at 8 o'clock, then you say, please be there, I'll be there at 7:45. And then you both arrive at 8 and you meet each other like in the restaurant line. Say, oh, yeah, nice, yeah. And what's weirder is that this is much more pronounced when you talk about parties. So for example, if you're throwing a party and you want people to be at your place at 9, then you must send out an invitation for everyone saying, please be there at 7. And no one is going to be there at 7. And at 9, a bunch of people are going to start showing up. So that's the trick that everyone knows. So me and my wife has kind of this dream to move to another city, another country, to have this experience. And last year we went to California and we were just super fascinated about suburban San Francisco area. So that's kind of what we are aiming for when we think about moving to another place, is like choosing a really cool big city, from United States or Europe, and living in a quiet suburban area nearby. And of course, later we found out that this specific suburban area near San Francisco was super expensive and a lot of celebrities live there, like Metallica. The Metallica guys live there, so it's kind of unaffordable. Maybe something like Portugal, like Cascais, which is near Lisbon. It's much more reasonable for us. So a few Brazilians come to mind. I'm gonna say in music we do have Caetano Veloso. He's still living, and I think he's the biggest living legend in Brazil, out of any art. So Caetano Veloso, and we do have Tom Jobim. He passed away like 15 years or 20 years ago, and he was huge, one of the pioneers of bossa nova as well. And in sports, I have to say Ayrton Senna, the legendary Formula One driver, who was like this big champion, and he died on the course, which was super intense. I remember, I think I was 10 or 12, and I cried a lot when he died, and the whole country cried a lot. It was like losing a family member. It was a big hit, a big loss for everyone. So there you go.